Okay, this is one teeny-weeny adjustment. We already had Laodicea falling, 2004 Sivan 1, after the night of weeping falling in the day. But we thought, because the wilderness penalty includes the whole of Sivan 1, we thought it would have to be a false church for the whole of Sivan 1, and therefore you'd start the Laodicean Baalian counts effectively from the last day of spying, which was Isaiah30. But that's wrong. The Sabbath is Sivan 1. That's when they became a false church. So you start it from Sivan 1. So what that means is the 26th Laodicean Baalian Pentecost is not Tebeth 10 this year, is Tebeth 11, counting from Sivan 1. So that moves the second fire sign to be Tebeth 11, which is today, which is January 3-4 instead of January 2-3. So we're updating the second fire sign to be one day further forward. And the key thing about that is the 10 toes of the image of Daniel 2 now run from the second fire sign on Tebeth 11 to the third fire sign on Tebeth 21, 10 days apart. So there are your 10 toes. The stone hits the 10 toes, it hits the UK 10 days before it hits the US. That's cute. But the big understanding is that 1 Corinthians 6:9 has 10 groups of people who are unrighteous but get saved. However, it starts off with, do you not know that unrighteous people will have no inheritance in the kingdom of God? Do not be misled. Both of those statements count as 2 more. That gives you 12 times. And there's a comparison between the list of 10 types of unrighteous people. They don't inherit the kingdom, but they are citizens of the kingdom who have no inheritance in it. They don't own it, but they benefit from it. So there's 12 months of that. And what that means is that there's a further salvation period after the end of the seizing of the prophets of Baal that we hadn't realised. So the Watchtower people have to be saved actually by ER the 10th, 2019, but there's a further month after that when non-Watchtower people, non-prophets of Baal, can still be saved. And that gives you 12 months from the end of the water baptism, Sivan 10, 2018, 12 months of unrighteous salvation up to 2019, Sivan 10. So the last day of kingdom salvation is actually Sivan 10, 2019, the day before the installation of the kingdom. You cannot obviously be saved once the kingdom is installed. The last day to be saved is the day before the installation. The 7th Sabbath of the Kingdom 180 Pentecost is the last day of kingdom salvation. And everything runs to the 10th. One other technical point is that Eden 2 is not a Sabbath on Eden 2, 2012, Thames 16, so whereas we could not be appointed over Zoa then, they could. So that is when Melchizedek, or whoever it was, who's the king of Isaac, became Caesar to Zoa, although couldn't exercise his authority of being on Eden 2. So that's why the secular year for Zoa is Tammuz 1. Well, that'll do. Thanks very much.